Hello, this is Sausan Arafe, and I am doing this screencast so that you can have a better sense of what our Blackboard shell will look like for our EDL 687 internship this fall 2022. So I've have it organized over here on the left side. Here's a link to the actual handbook. There's a downloadable Word file, or you can just look at the handbook itself here. There are links to, it clicked links to the various areas of the handbook, so that should be very helpful for you. Let me move back up here. This is a link to the Connecticut Leadership Standards, so that will open up the standards page. And here is the upload space for the five essential internet tasks. The first one was the orientation, and this can also constitute our orientation. The second is the first thing that you need to do is the comprehensive leadership readiness pre-assessment, which is at Appendix D. So here's Appendix D. You can take that assessment, and then you would come back to this page in the upload space to upload your completed assessment. You must be fingerprinted, and if you are working in your own building, you probably already are or have some kind of approval for your being there. So if you are going to be in the school district in which you're currently employed, please click here to complete this online school-based placement reporting form, and then you will click here to upload the form. If you are going to do any hours in a district where you're not employed, you should probably contact this educational services office, and they can talk with you about doing that. We also need you to upload your intern information form. I'll just show you that. What it is, well, where is it? Oh, okay, wait, let me go back. Sorry about that. So the intern information form is over here in Appendix B, okay? And so again, there's a form for download, and also you can see it here on the Blackboard. So you would complete that form that talks about who's your mentor and your school name, school number, all the contact information for you and your mentor. And then finally, details of your university supervisor site mentor meeting. So when we do have our meeting, which we need to do before September 15th, here you'll upload some details of the meeting by either attaching a Word file or actually, submitting a text submission, just typing it in here. I think I typically prefer you to upload a Word file or a PDF file, either way. So that's the 5 essential tasks. In terms of the leadership project, you will create a leadership project. And I'm realizing that we need to have a space for where the leadership project itself actually is. So I'll create a space here. But currently, there is the interim report, and there is the final report. These are due on October 21st and December 12th. And it is important as you craft your project, capstone project, with your mentor, that you understand that the project should support student learning and development in a school setting. It should have describe one substantial instructional goal that will improve an instructional program, service, or curriculum, assessment, or instructional practice. The goal should focus on the improvement of student learning, achievement, performance, or educational opportunity, and be consistent with school or district goals. And so, of course, we need to approve whatever project you've co-constructed with your mentor, that I need to approve it too. But you can let me know if you have any questions about that. But that's the actual focus of this 687's capstone project. And then here, there are 5 reflections. Here's some guidance. The reflection should be double spaced, 3 to 4 pages, and there are due dates. I don't mind which reflection you submit, but I do want you to submit a reflection on each of these days: 9/23, 10/21, 11/11, 11/22, and 12/5. Here's some guidance about writing the reflections and a rubric. And these are the reflections that we're asking you to write. One on stakeholder engagement, and to upload your reflection once you've written it, you would click here, and then you would either attach a file here, or cut and paste, I guess, into that space. But so the 5 of them: stakeholder engagement, placement and planning team meeting, Board of Education meeting, school finance leadership, and your observation of 3 teachers. I do want you to very much keep to the deadline dates for these, and note, for example, that you need to look at when your Board of Education meetings are happening and when they coincide with your schedule, etc. And the same thing with observing 3 teachers. Really work hard to schedule those early on. Actually, for all of these, the PPT meeting, etc., etc. So this is where you would upload those. And then lastly, your log of internship hours is here, where we want you to have 50 hours logged by the end of October, and then your up to 100 hours due on the December 15th. And so you can upload the log in this space, same thing, same way. And the log is here. Which is the log? Is it Appendix C? Yeah, so here are the log pages, and I'm going to click this. You can download this paper, but we're asking you that you can fill this out too. It's fillable, but date, the start time of whatever your leadership event is, the end time, thus the number of hours or quarter hours that you've spent. What exactly is the intern activity, and what is the standard that it actually addresses? And you can click, this is a click down menu about which standard you can put in that it did. You can log all kinds of leadership activity, being in our meetings when you meet with a supervisor or you meet with your mentor. That's certainly a leadership activity. You may be reading leadership work relative to what it is that you're learning and doing. Any work that you do on your project, any work that you're doing on your reflections, etc. When you're sitting in at the Board of Ed meeting, when you are in leadership meetings relative to your project, or, for example, being mentored by someone, professional development that's leadership oriented, etc. So it's quite a broad range of things that you can add, that you can include, but you do want to try and sprinkle them across the standards. Some of that includes connecting with community, parents, etc., policy issues, and so on. So I think that is largely it. You can always contact me. Here I have included my my contact number and email, and it's also at the end of all of my email messages to you. So I'm wishing you well on this very important part of your leadership experience, and I'm really looking forward to working with you. I'm going to send you an email now that has like a Google Doc where you can sign up for. In fact, I'm probably going to put it here, but I'll put a link where you can sign up for our first meeting. Okay? Thanks so much, and take good care.